After being arrested in San Diego, the well-known rapper Boosie is set to be released on bond. Torrance Boosie Hatch Jr., a rapper from Louisiana, is scheduled to be released on a $100,000 bond following his apprehension in San Diego the previous month on charges of possessing firearms. After court hearings this week, two federal judges refused the prosecution's plea to detain the rapper and decided to release him under certain conditions. San Diego law enforcement detained Hatch, aged 40, initially on May 6th, following a traffic stop in the Cholas View neighborhood. Reports indicate that during the stop, two loaded firearms were discovered by officers in the vehicle. According to prosecutors, the detainment began following a law enforcement officer's viewing of an Instagram live stream. The live stream depicted an individual filming a music video in a residential backyard, with a black handgun visibly tucked into the individual's waistband. According to court documents, the man was identified by SDPD as Hatch. This identification led law enforcement to utilize a helicopter to follow the vehicle in which he was a passenger in order to permit officers to perform a traffic stop. As a consequence of the stop, the bodyguard of Hatch, who was operating the vehicle, was apprehended. However, there were no charges filed against this individual in relation to the occurrence. According to official court documents, the state dismissed the charge of possession of a firearm against Hatch during a hearing held earlier this month. Nevertheless, he was taken into custody once more on June 14th under a warrant issued by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, ATF. While in custody, the bodyguard refused to take ownership of the firearms. As a result, the bodyguard was threatened with death by the offender, who allegedly stated, "You're gonna be in a body bag." According to reports, another police officer purportedly overheard Hatch saying to his personal security personnel, "I have $10,000 on your head," or "I have $10K on you." Prosecutors have filed a comprehensive request online to cancel his release. At the current week's hearings, Megan Blanco, an attorney representing Hatch, contested the claim that the defendant posed a threat as a reason for refusing to grant him bail. Blanco argued that none of the reports submitted by the arresting officers mentioned the alleged statements made by Hatch. According to Blanco, it was asserted that Hatch was not a potential flight risk, as he had attended all of his court appearances relating to the state's charges against him. After considering the defense's arguments, U.S. District Judge Kathy Ann Bencivengo concurred with their assessment. Though she expressed concern over the threats that had been made, she ultimately determined that Hatch was neither a flight risk nor a threat to those around him. On Thursday, the rapper declared his plea of not guilty to a charge of possession of a firearm and ammunition. This charge is related to a law that prohibits convicted felons from shipping, transporting, possessing or receiving a firearm in interstate commerce. His trial is scheduled to commence on the 28th of July. Under the stipulation that he comply with regular drug testing, stay within the United States and refrain from interacting with his security guard, he will be granted release on a $100,000 bond. As per Nexstar's BR Proud, Hatch has had previous legal issues, which include a period of 5 years spent in a Louisiana correctional facility. This sentence was served until Hatch's release in March of 2014. Throughout his career, Hatch has gone by various stage names. He is most recognized for his hit tracks Wipe Me Down and Set It Off. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.